Dear students, welcome to NRS YouTube channel. So in the previous class, we discussed regarding that is how to apply the password for the spreadsheet and how to print a spreadsheet, right? So we discussed regarding how to protect our spreadsheet, how to protect our MS Excel file or document from the third person. So in order to protect the our spreadsheet or a workbook MS Excel sheet, so we need to apply the password protection, right? So in the password protection and how to apply the password, so that everything we discussed in the previous class, right? So today we'll see how to save the spreadsheet, right? So whatever the data information you have filled in a sheet, in a spreadsheet, so how to save the file, right? So the first question is why we should save a file, right? Whenever you have worked, you can work it, but why we should save that file? So why? Because in order to use the file in a future, right? So in order to use those uh, created files in the future, right? So we need to save the file, right? So if you didn't save that particular file, so in future you didn't get the file which you have been created in your computer, right? Whether it is a MS Excel file or a MS Word file, it may be anything, right? Suppose if you have for example, if you have any family function in your home, so you will capture the photos, so that the photos you will make one album, right? So why you have making the album? Why? Because so whenever you want to check the function activities and all, so in order to get the same idea in the future, so that you can prepare a album, photo album. So in the same manner, right? So we have to save our spreadsheet, right? So today we'll see how to save the spreadsheet file, right? So right now look at the screen, all of you. So right now I don't have any data information. Just imagine some the data information we have in a spreadsheet. So how to save it? To save the file, you need to look at the screen, all of you. You need to go to the file tab, click on file tab, and here you have option called save and save as, right? So click on save, right? So as soon as when you click on the save, so you will get a window, save as window you will get. So this is a, we call it as save as window. So in this save as window, so that you can here you have file name and save as the type. Okay, so the file name you can give any name for your file, right? So right now I will give the file name as NRS sheet 1, right? NRS sheet 1. So this is my file name. So why we should give the file name, right? So in order to organize the files, you need to have a file name. It is mandatory, right? Suppose if you have didn't give the any file name, so the MS Excel will by default it takes a book name, book 1 or book Excel, like that. It takes the by default name. Okay, so that in order to find out so what kind of data information you have in that particular sheet or MS Excel workbook, you need to give a specific name for the file, right? So here I have given NIRS sheet 1 as a file name. And next to save as type, here in the save as type you have so many kind of save as options. You can save it as a CSV file, you can save it as a XML file, and you can save it as a PDF file, right? So many kind of files we have. So now I will take an Excel workbook. Okay, and next option is you need to select the destination or a location where you want to exactly save your file, whether you want to save the file in a desktop or if you want to save a file in a different that disk, right? So actually where you want to save the file, that destination or location, you need to select it. right? Suppose if you didn't select any location and by default you have saved your file, then your file will be saved in a documents folder, right? Not only Excel, you can take any the applications, whether it is a PowerPoint presentation or a Microsoft Word or Excel, anything, or MS Access, right? So by default, whenever you click on the save, if you didn't select any location, by default it is saved in a saves in uh, document documents folder. Okay, so now here I need to select the location, exact location I want to select. So in order to select the location, you have to be click on, go to the computer. So here you have a disk CDEG. Next here I will select G. Here already I have one Excel file, that NRS Excel. So here I want to save this file, that is NRS sheet 1. So you have selected the location, then click on save option. Click on save option. Click. Right. So your file has been saved with the file name NRS sheet 1, and it is saved in a drive called, which drive, that also we'll check it once, right? In a G drive. So here I have a NRS sheet 1, right? So this is how you can save the file spreadsheet. Okay, so up to this, the applications regarding the basic concept of a spreadsheet has been completed. So now we'll discuss regarding PowerPoint presentation. We'll move on to the PowerPoint presentation. So first of all, I need to open the PowerPoint presentation application. Okay, so how to open? Same as it is, click on start button. Click on the start button, go to the all programs, Microsoft Office, and then here you have PowerPoint presentation, Microsoft PowerPoint 2010. Click on that. Yes, so here you got the PowerPoint presentation application. This is the PowerPoint presentation or a PPT interface, right? So what are the different kinds of elements we have in this interface, that we'll see in the next classes. So now the introduction to presentation software. Okay, so what is presentation software, or what is a PowerPoint presentation? So this is the PowerPoint, MS PowerPoint presentation is a one software, one presentation software. Okay, so like this we have so many kind of presentation softwares we have, right? So example, we have that Open Office Impress is a one presentation software. Keynote is a one presentation software. Choral presentation. Next we have SoftMaker presentations. So these are the different kinds of presentation softwares we have, including what you have now watching that interface, that is MS PowerPoint presentation. Okay, so you can the different is not that much of differentiation we don't have in between these softwares, but that interface will be different. Okay, the way of presenting the elements and objects of a presentation software will be different in different softwares. Okay, so now so presentation software is very important for school, colleges and office requirement. So it means to present the topic to your students or to your the teachers, right? There are simple way of making such presentation, but the standard way in this digital age is use the presentation software. There are many reasons why presentation software is better than the traditional ways, right? So the main intention of creating the presentation or using the presentation software is the audience. Okay, so whatever you are presenting your ideas or your thoughts, so that audience should get those ideas clearly, right? So that in order to get a clear idea of your topic to the students or to the audience, so you need to use some digitally activities, the digitally made presentations, right? So that, see, for example, if you are presenting the topic on any animals, right? So using the board and the chalk you can also explain, right? But you can explain it, but to feel compared to the presentation software, right? So the audience or students, they're not getting that much of 100% idea about the topic. So the presentation software, if you are using with your topic, right, so that audience will clearly get the idea about your topic. So that is the main intention. So how to create the presentation, and how to insert the objects, so how can we create a slides, so regarding that we'll see in the next class. Thank you.